I think it's time for another challenge. Today I'm going to attempt to make this top with an Etsy pattern in 60 minutes. A 1-hour sewing challenge, if you will. So hello and welcome. My name is Bianca and this is a place to inspire and to be inspired. I love all things crafting and creating on a budget. So I did not make this top. I purchased it from an online retail store, but I did find this Etsy pattern that is extremely similar. This is what the back looks like. Very cute. So I went to the fabric store to try to find a brown satin fabric. There aren't very many fabric stores near me since Joann's closed, but I did find this poly satin fabric and I feel like it's a nice neutral brown. And the top that I have on here does have a lace trim around the neckline and then the arms as well. So I wanted this brown satin top to have a very similar monochrome lace finish. And I picked up this bag of lace trim off of Amazon. It was a very reasonable price and they have just about every color you can think of in the pack. So I think this brown will be close enough. I think it'll match pretty well. In the light, this satin almost has like a purpley undertone, whereas this one feels a lot more neutral now that I'm comparing them together. And I already have my pattern cut out because I have used this a couple times in the past. I think I've made a couple versions of this top, and I will have this linked in the description as well as all the other products that I use today, including my Singer Fashion Mate, which is a great beginner-friendly sewing machine. I've been using it for years. I am gonna upgrade soon, but if you're a beginner, all you really need is the Singer Fashion Mate, or really any sewing machine will do. But if you're a beginner and you want something just to get started, I think it's a great machine. I will also be using my Singer Professional 5 serger to finish off the raw edges, but you do not need one. If all you have is a standard sewing machine, you can get away with just doing a zigzag stitch along the raw edges to keep them from fraying. And then down the road, if it becomes a long-term hobby, you can invest in a serger. Not necessary. And like I said, this is going to be a timed challenge. So once I start this stopwatch, I will have 60 minutes to complete it from start to finish. Can I get this done? We will find out. Okay, I am not good at multitasking, so let's hope I can explain what I'm doing while I do this without having it take a ton of extra time. So I'm just going to lay this out. I got 1 yard of fabric, and I think this should be more than enough. So these are all of our pattern pieces. All of these need to be mirrored except for this piece here. It needs to be cut on a fold. This portion here needs to be cut on a fold, so I'm just going to line this up with this fold here. And then this piece is for the tie, and we're going to need 4 of these. So let's see if I can utilize this space a little better. This might be the most time-consuming part, just cutting out your pattern. And I like to use my clips to help keep it together. And then I'm going to add my paperweight, or in my case, just a big stone. Okay, 1 piece down. Okay, so now these are the straps, and now I just want to open up all of these pieces. So this is going to be the front of the top, and then this will be the back of the top. Okay, we're 12 minutes in, and now we're going to start attaching these pieces together. I'm going to start by attaching these back panels with the good sides together, and I'm going to do a straight stitch along this portion here on both sides. And for this part, we're going to be doing a straight stitch. So now we have these attached like this. So before I attach these front panels, I think I want to do my lace trim. And for attaching the trim around the armholes, I think I want to go ahead and attach the shoulders. So I'm going to attach the top of the shoulders with the good sides together. So this piece would go with this side, and we're going to do that to each side. Okay, so we have both of these sides done with the shoulders attached. I'm just gonna cut off some of these loose threads real quick. Normally when I'm working on these projects, I'm listening to music, but since I don't want to get demonetized and have copyright infringements, so this is the left side. This is where the front is. This is the armhole here, and then this is the front of the neckline. And we can do the same thing to this side. Turn it around like this. So I think now is a good time to add in my lace trim, and I'm just going to put the good sides together. Luckily, this lace trim is really thick, so I decided to just cut it down the center, and now I get twice as much out of it. Since I only want it peeking out a little bit, I don't really need this much. So now I'm gonna clip this along this portion here where the neckline is, and then I'm going to clip it along this portion here where the armhole is. And I think for this part, I'm gonna use my serger to attach it. Instead of attaching it like this, I'm going to attach it right along the fabric like this, and then I'm going to fold it out and then do a top stitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin this all the way around. We might not have the same taste in music, but I've been really liking the new Royal Otis album. So if I wasn't recording this right now, just know that that's probably what I would be listening to. Okay, I finally finished attaching all of these pieces together. This is what it looks like with this lace trim attached. We are at the 25-minute mark, and I'm starting to get a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna use my serger to go along this edge and attach these pieces together, and then I'm going to flip it around and do a top stitch, and I'll show you guys what that looks like once I'm done serging. Luckily, my serger is already set with black thread, so I think that will work for this project. And if you don't have a serger, I would just go ahead and do a straight stitch with your standard sewing machine. But since I'm on a time crunch, doing this one time with my serger will definitely save me a little time. So this is what that edge looks like once we've attached it with the serger. And now I'm going to flip this part out. And if I had more time, I would press this flat, but I'm just going to clip it. And now I'm gonna do a top stitch as close to the outside of this satin fabric as I can. And that will give the lace trim a nice finish, and it will keep it in place. So for the top stitch, I'm gonna go back to my standard sewing machine. I feel like I'm gonna be going back and forth a lot between my serger and my standard sewing machine. But I want this piece to be durable. I don't want it to fall apart after one wash. And of course, I run out of bobbin thread in the middle of that, so hopefully this doesn't take too much time. I have about 20 minutes left to finish this entire project. I'm getting a little bit nervous. Now that we've added our lace trim to the arms and then the neckline, we can attach this panel here to each of the cups. But before I can attach these to this, I need to gather the fabric here and here, and this is to add plenty of room for the bust. So here's how the front is looking, and now if we fold it like this with the good sides together, now we can go ahead and do a straight stitch down this side and a straight stitch down this side. Okay, we are cutting it so close with time. Let's see if I can make 4 of these straps in 2 minutes. Okay, so now we can put the good sides together, and we can do a straight stitch down each side. Six minutes. Okay, now we can hem this back side. Okay, now we gotta do the other side of the back. Okay, so now we can quickly attach those straps. I'm gonna put one at the top here. Are you kidding me? Okay, and then we'll attach the other one here. No! I ran out of bobbin thread again. There's no way. There's no way. I have 1 minute. That's good enough. 30 seconds. Five seconds. I had 2 ties left to attach. I also did not hem the bottom yet. So unfortunately, I did not win this challenge. But I will try this on and show you how far we got in 1 hour. And then just for funsies, I will time how long it takes me to finish this. And then I can show you the completed project. Okay, here's the progress we were able to make in 1 hour. From the front, it looks cute. I do want to add a dart here and here because there's just a little extra fabric. Here's how the back is looking. So once I add the ties to this side, I can attach everything and then I can do a rolled hem across the bottom. So after adding in the finishing touches, the last 2 ties, the bottom hem, and then the darts on each side of the cups, the grand total for time was 1 hour and 7 minutes. I might not have won the challenge, but I did complete this top in a little over an hour. So that's kind of a win. I will say though, if I was gonna do this without a time restriction, I definitely would have taken more time because I would have actually used my serger on the raw edges. I think halfway through I realized I was not gonna have time to use my serger on all of the raw edges, so most of the edges on this are unfinished. But now you guys know if you were in a rush and you needed to make a top in 1 hour for some weird reason, you could get it done. But do you want to do this in 1 hour? Probably not. I would just take the extra time to get clean finishes and have a nice completed project. Maybe it takes you 2 hours versus 1. Here's how the back turned out. The ties are a little stiff, so I do need to loosen those a little bit. With time, I think they will get a little bit more flexible. And I really love this pattern. I feel like it's elegant, but still simple enough to wear with a pair of jeans. Let me know what your thoughts are on this challenge, and until next week, bye!